So how do you tie-dye and get pastel colors that come out successful and look amazing like this and like this, oh, and like this? All you gotta do is watch this video until the end and you'll be a pro. Like and subscribe. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be filming a how to DIY tie-dye sets. I just said tie-dye way too many times. I'm doing it outside, so bear with me if the wind is a little crazy. It's a really nice day out and I needed to get outside of the house. So I have some white sets and I got these off of Amazon and Misguided. And I don't know if you guys know, but there is a shortage, and I mean shortage, of white sets like everywhere. So I got these white pants from Amazon and they took 2.5 weeks to ship. And then I got this little white crop sweater from Misguided. These came relatively fast, but these came very, very slow. So obviously it's understandable, but it's a little frustrating. So what I did was I put these in the wash and I obviously washed them. To tie-dye, it's actually important to have them washed and a little damp. I'm not sure why, but I know it's needed, so that's what I did. And when I was watching other people's videos, I realized that a lot of them were using this RIT dye, and I don't know why, but it seems to give up more of a pastel vibe, and that was what I was going for. I really like pastel colors right now because I feel like it's really in. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I have the teal color, I have the royal blue color, and then I have the rose quartz color. So I have that, and then I also have some dish soap. I don't know what this does, I just know that it is needed. And then I have the dye bottles, obviously. I have some gloves so my hands don't get dirty, and then I have rubber bands. So with all that being said, let's just get right into it. Okay, so this is the shirt, and what I'm gonna do is the crinkle method. And then once you have it all crinkled, you're just gonna put rubber bands around it. For this design, it doesn't really matter how the rubber bands are because as long as it holds it in place, you're fine. I've only tie-dyed like once in my life, so I don't really know what I'm doing, but hopefully this turns out right. Okay, so after the rubber bands are on, it looks like this. And now comes the tie-dyeing part. For the first one, I'm going to use this rose quartz dye. I want the dye to be a little more pastelish and like lighter color. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna use a bottle of water just to kind of like dial down how vibrant the color is going to be. So we're gonna open the dye, and I'm really praying that I don't spill this all over me because it is likely that I will. And it has to stay like wrapped and dyed for 8 hours. So for the 8 hours, I'm at my grandma's house right now. Don't worry, she's in New Mexico, so it's completely safe. I'm here alone. So I'm gonna wrap it in bags and then bring it back to my house, and I'll show you guys when I'm there. But I'm just gonna pour some dye in. Like about that. And then I'm gonna pour the water in to dial down the color, like I was saying. So I'm gonna dial this down a lot. And then I think what I'm gonna do is go inside and test this on a paper towel to make sure I like the color. Hopefully this color looks good. I hope you're right back. All right, so here's the dye that I'm gonna test on the paper towel to make sure I like it. I feel like that color is not pretty, so no. We're gonna add a little more water just because I feel like I added way too much dye. All right, that's like all I could add, so hopefully that dilutes it enough. All right, I don't really know if this is gonna work. I'm just gonna try it at this point. So what you do then is you just take the dye and you put it all on the fabric. And I also have to use the same color for the pants, which I did not realize. But you wanna make sure you get all the sides of the fabric. Make sure that you get the sides as well. And then I'm obviously gonna come back to this after I do my pants, just so I know that I have enough. So then I'm just gonna set this over here. I'm gonna lay it on the dye because it's fine since I'm using the same color. And I'm just gonna crinkle it. Another good trick that you should do while you're tie-dyeing is check it afterwards. So like take the rubber bands off and just make sure that it looks okay. Because honestly, I don't know if this looks okay. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna check it to make sure that I like it. These are what the pants look like right now. Which honestly, I don't think it's that bad. I ran out of dye. This is what the other one looks like. I guess I could just add more dye, right? All right, I'm gonna add more dye. Going through the same process. I'm probably not gonna be able to get the same color, but I think I filled it to like there. And then the rest was like water. If it's a little different of colors though, I feel like it'll still look okay. So what I've learned was you have to open the shirt a little and get in between the white parts as well so that there's not random white spots. I feel like this will definitely look a lot better, and it looks like the same color actually, so that's good. Like, look how much white is on this right now. Like, what was I thinking? The wind is just really not my friend today. I mean, I guess the wind is never anyone's friend, but. All right, so I feel like this looks a lot better. And now I'm going to put them in a Ziploc bag, and we'll come back in 8 hours to see how this one looks. And then after I do that, we're gonna try the next set. And this is why you don't tie-dye outside by yourself with loose paper bags to put clothes in. They're like down the street. I'm obviously picking all of them up. They're on my hand, so don't think I'm littering because I'm not. So now we're gonna move on to do teal because that's another pastel color. So as you guys saw, I have paper bags down on the ground just so it doesn't ruin the pavement at my grandma's house. So I'm just gonna turn the paper bags around so the red dye doesn't get on to the next article of clothing I wanna do. Oh gosh. Oh my God, bad idea. Okay, the wind needs to stop. The dye is getting everywhere. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for the spiral method for this actually. So basically what you do is you just start in the middle and you twirl it to make a spiral. Kind of, okay, kind of. Like that. And now you're just gonna put the rubber bands around. All right, some of these rubber bands are just weird, like awkwardly large. And then some of them are awkwardly small. I wonder why. If you can do this inside, I definitely recommend doing it inside. I bought 3 bottles of these, so I'm gonna go get another one just so none of the colors mix, and then you're basically gonna pour the same thing in, but you'll see. Okay, so I got the new bottle and I'm gonna put the teal in it. I'm gonna do not a lot this time because I feel like I need to dilute the blue a lot. So I'm gonna do like that. I think that'll make a very pastel color. It looks dark, but I realized that when you put it on the fabric, it doesn't look as dark, so that's good. Shake. Oh, I forgot to put the cap on. Now there's blue everywhere. And now it's just time to dye it. This may actually not be a teal color, I guess. I'm confused, but all right, we'll just go with the flow right now. Again, make sure you do the sides. Wait, this color blue is so pretty. I'm like obsessed. Wow, okay. The only thing I recommend is bigger like bottles to hold the dye so you don't have to like try to match the same color. Other than that, I really like the dye and how it looks. Okay, so I just finished doing the blue set and I think it looks really cool. I'm excited to reveal it for you guys, so definitely stay tuned. I don't know if I'm gonna let it rest for 6 or 8 hours because I do want it to be lighter so it's more like pastel-y. So I think I might do 6. I don't know, I'll let you guys know in a couple hours. But in vlog time, like 2 seconds, so see you in 2. Okay. Hi guys, I just woke up. Bear with me with this awful lighting. I'm in my laundry room and I am going to rinse out all of the tie-dye. I'm gonna rinse it out in the sink first and then I'm gonna put it on a 30-minute wash, cold water with a tad of detergent. I did let it sit for more than 8 hours. I let it sit for about 14 just because I was looking up videos and I realized that 6 hours probably wouldn't be enough. So I'm not gonna do 24, but I did do the recommended 12 or more. So I do recommend that instead of the 6 or 8 unless you use very, very dark dye. Since I dialed down the dye and diluted it, I thought it would be a good idea just to wait a little longer just to be safe. So when you rinse it out, you're first going to rinse it out in the rubber bands, and then once the water is clear, then you can take the rubber bands off and it should be fine. So after rinsing them out, they look like this. I think they look super cute. I'm going to throw them in the wash now and just let them run through a cycle, and then I'll show you guys what the final product looks like. This is what the shirt looks like after I rinse it out, and now I'm gonna put this one in the wash as well with the set. And don't wash it together like with pinks, but you can wash it with the same color set. This is the pink set before going into the wash, but after the rinse. I think they look really pretty and are so pastel, so once they get out of the wash they'll be even more pastel. Yay! This is the blue one. I think it looks so cute, and I'm so happy with the way it turned out. Okay, so this is the final set. I'm not sure why it looks like different colors. I think I put too much dye on the shirt, but I think it looks really cute together still.